So continuation ng ating discussion regarding about measures of central tendency. Just like nang nabanggit ko kanina regarding about mean, mode, and median, here we can learn kung saan ba dapat gamitin ang mean, ang mode, at ang median. Ang mean sa calculation ng mga grades natin, pwedeng gamitin ang mean. Okay, yung mode naman sa pagpili ng mga leader natin, pwede natin gamitin ang mode as a basis kung sino ba yung karapat-dapat na maging presidente, karapat-dapat maupo ng senador o kaya ng mayor ng ating lalawigan, ng ating bayan, or ng gobernador ng ating lalawigan. And then median, sa ranking system, pwedeng gamitin ang median. So important notes, kapag ang respondent natin is less than 30, tawag dyan ungroup data. Group data naman kapag 30 or more than 30. So yung pamamaraan ng pag-calculate natin ng mean, mode, and median sa ungroup data at saka sa group data ay may kaibaan. Sa ungroup data, pwede nating diretsyong ibigay o hanapin sa simpleng solusyon ang ating mean, ang ating median, o ang ating mode. Pero pagdating sa group data, dumadaan niya ng mga table or tabulation. Meron tayong mga tinatawag na less than cumulative frequency, greater than cumulative frequency, mga tallying. Pumapasok din yan yung stem and leaf diagram kapag nagtatali ka ng mga respondents. Okay, so let's proceed. The mean. Ang mean, ang ibang tawag natin is arithmetic average. Represents the sum of all values in a data set divided by the total number of values. Formulas. Computation of the mean for ungroup data. For our mean, sum of all values or summation of all x divided by the total number of values or n. And then we can have our mean. Halimbawa, yung average mo sa iyong mga grado sa science, sa math, sa English, sa Filipino, sa social science. For example, you have 5 subjects and then sa bawat subject may grado ka. I-divide mo lang ng 5 and then i-add mo lahat ng mga grades mo by 5. Then you will have your mean or your average sa iyong mga grado. Computation of the weighted average. Yan. Sa inyo, sa college, general weighted average. Just like for example, ang grade niyo kunwari sa integral calculus is 95. 3 units yan. So 95 times 3 plus. Ang grade nyo kunwari sa discrete math is 97. So 97 times 3 kung 3 units yan. So 95 times 3 plus 97 times 3 plus and so on so forth. And then, lahat ng number of units natin, i-add din natin, divide by the total number of units, you will have then your general weighted average. So importante yan, no? Sa inyo, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga umahabol ng dislister at saka president lister sa eskwelahan natin. So, tinuturuan ko lang kayo kung paano mag-compute ng general weighted average gamit ang ating mean. So, less than 30 ang inyong subjects. I think 10 lang, pwede na yung ungroup data sa basis ng calculation ninyo sa inyong general weighted average. Klaro ba ang ibig sabihin ng mean? So lahat ng yan, ungroup data pa lang tayo. Class, is it very clear? Kahit na kayo pa lang ang nandito sa loob ng klase natin, kahit 13 lang kayo?
Yes po, sir.
Computation of the mean for group data. Okay? Mean or x bar is equal to summation fx over n. Ano ba yung f? Ano ba yung x? Okay, let us see. Mean for group data. Group data are the data or scores that are arranged in a frequency distribution. Frequency distribution is the arrangement of scores according to category of classes, including the frequency. Frequency is the number of observations falling in a category. Steps in solving mean for group data. Find the midpoint or class mark of each class or category using the formula XM is equal to lower limit plus upper limit all over 2, where LL is the lower limit and UL is the upper limit. Multiply the frequency F and the corresponding class mark X sub M. Find the sum of the results in step 2 and then solve for the mean using the formula mean X bar is equal to summation Fxm over N. So ano ba yung mga class mark na yan? Ano ba yung frequency? So tingnan natin. Mamayang konti. So properties of the mean muna tayo. It measures stability. The sum of its scores distance from the mean is 0. It may easily affected by extreme scores. It can be applied. Kaya nga kanina, di ba? It may easily affected by extreme scores. Kaya nga hindi natin ginamit kanina sa sample natin doon sa pageant. Kasi merong extreme score. Meron tayong outlier. Meron tayong score na hindi okay. Bias. Outlier ang tawag natin doon. It can be applied to interval scale of measurement. It may not be an actual score in the distribution. It is very easy to compute actually. So yan ang mga properties ng ating mean. When to use the mean? Kailan ba ginagamit yan? Sampling stability is desired. Other measures are to be computed such as standard deviation. Kailangan natin ng help ng mean para masolve ang ating standard deviation, ang coefficient of variation at ng skewness. So dyan ginagamit ang mean. Okay, let us have an example para maintindihan natin yung mga formula. Example number 1, ungroup data. Scores of 15 students in mathematics in the Modern World Quiz consists of 25 items. The highest score is 25 and the lowest score is 10. Here are the scores. What do you think is our mean score if you will calculate it? May calculator ba kayo? Paki-calculate nga kung ano yung mean score natin. Ibigay ko na yung formula kanina sa inyo. What do you think is the right answer here? The first to deliver me the correct answer will be given +5 to your quiz. +5. I-record ko. Yung unang makakabigay ng sagot.
9.12, sir.
Ilan?
9.12.
Sino yung sumagot?
Magkala, sir.
9.12. Very sure. 9.12.
13.6 po.
Ilan? 13 point?
6 po.
Yung isa naman, 9.12, ngayon 13.6. So let us see. Solution? Tama ba? 25, 20, 18, 18, 17, tatlong 15, dalawang 14, isang 13, dalawang 12, dalawang 10, and then 15. Baka meron
Tama
kang...
po.
Ano ba yung sagot mo, nak?
15.2 po, tama po siya.
Anong pangalan mo, nak?
15.2 po, tama po.
Sino yung nagbigay ng tamang sagot? Kanina.
Ayun, sir.
Ayan pa lang, wala bang nakatama sa inyo kanina?
Wala, sir.
Wala din po.
Okay lang anak. Sige, bawi kayo sa pangalawang tanong. So that's example number 1. The mean score is 15.2. So ganito ang pag-i-interpret. Hindi importante lang na alam mo yung mean score. Kailangan alam mong introduce ang score. Ito yung analysis. The average performance of 15 students who participated in mathematics in the Modern World Quiz consisting of 25 items is 15.20. Ano yung implication? The implication of this is that the student who got below 15.2 did not perform well in the examination. Students who got scores higher than 15.2 perform well in the examination compared to the performance of the whole class. So yan yung pinaka-conclusion natin. Hindi lang yung basta tayo sumasagot. Dapat alam natin ang kahulugan ng ating sagot. Alam natin itong depensaan or i-interpret. Okay, yan ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, yung analysis. Kung ano ba yung pagkakaintindi mo sa pagsosolve mo ng problem, ano ba yung pagkakaintindi mo sa result sa problem. Example number 2, again, ungroup data yan. Determine the general weighted average or GWA of Daniel Salvador for the second semester of school year 2019 to 2020. And we have to use the given table below. Paki-calculate nga ang general weighted average. Yung makakuha ng tamang sagot will be given plus 10. Yung una. O kung nagsabay yung dalawa, parehong may plus 10. Pwede rin. Sige. I'm giving you time. Ilan? Pakilakas.
120 po.
1.22. Pakilakas, hindi ko maano na.
1.22 po.
1.22.
Po.
1.22. Tama ba ako? 1.22 sagot mo, Mark. Tama ba? Si Mark ba yun?
May po.
Bakit parang choppy? Hindi ko maintindihan yung boses. Hello.
Po.
Lakasan mo yung boss po.
1.22 po.
Bagalan mo.
1.20.
Type niyo na lang, sir.
Okay, tingnan natin kung tumama siya. Solution. So, total natin, Ito yan, Una yung grades natin, in-assume natin W sub N. And then yung units, X sub N. So, we will have the product first per row. 1.25 times 3 is 3.75. So, we have WN times X sub N. So, summation of all WN X sub N will be 32. And the total number of units is 26. 32 divided by 26 will then be equal to 1.23. Tama ba ako?
Tama po, sir.
So, 1.23. Sino sumagot kanina ng tama? Sino sumagot kanina na nakakuha? May nakakuha ba?
Wala po, sir.
Wala po, sir.
Wala. Okay. So, that's example number 2. Okay, let's try another one. Ungroup data pa lang yan. Thus, the general weighted average of Daniel Salvador for the second sem is 1.23. Let's proceed. Compute the mean score of 40 students in a microbiology class consisting of 60 items as listed below. Yan. So, scores, nakakuha ng 10 to 14, 5 estudyante. Dati kasi, tally nakalagay dyan. So, nakatally, nakabareta yan. So, kinonvert yung tally sa frequency naging numerals. So, 40 daw yung student kapag pag tinotal natin ang lahat ng frequency natin, we have a total of 40 respondent or students. Nakakuha ng score na 10 to 14, 5, 15 to 19, 2, 20 to 24, 3 naman, hanggang sa 50 to 54 na score nakakuha is 5. Okay? So 60 item ang score, 60 ang number of items ng test. So nakakuha ng 50 to 54 all over 60 is 5. So yung may pinakamaraming nakuha is yung 35 to 39. Siyam sila doon. Ha? Okay, siyam. Okay. So paano natin i-calculate ngayon ang ating group data? I gave you the formula before kanina. So susunod na akbang ng ating solusyon. Yan. So frequency yan. Now, so we have the following class mark then. 12, 17, 22, 27, 32, 37, 42, 47, and 52. Ano ba yung class mark? Saan ba nanggaling yung class mark? Palagay ninyo, class.
10 plus 14 divided by 2, sir.
Yes, very good. That's it. 15 plus 19 divided by 2 is 17. 20 plus 24, yung sa range dito, no? 20 to 24. So 20 plus 24 is 44 divided by 2 is 22. And then doon sa last column, i-multiply ang frequency sa class mark. 5 times 12, we have 60. 2 times 17 is 34. 3 times 22 is 66. 5 times 27 is 135. And then nakatotal na yung frequency natin is 40. And then F times X sub M or class mark, the product of frequency and class mark for every row, eto na sila. And then summation of F times X sub M is 1,345. What do you think is our mean score?
33.63, sir.
33.53. So let us see. Oh, 0.63 pala. Okay, tama. So ganyan lang kasimple ang pag-aanap ng mean. Is it very clear? Malinaw ba
Yes, sir.
mga
Yes,
example
sir.
natin? Okay, so let's proceed. And then we have the analysis again. The mean performance of 40 students in the microbiology quiz is 33.63. Those who got below 33.63 did not perform well in the said examples. Saan na ba ako? Sandali lang natin, mamaya na lang. The mean performance of 40 students in microbiology quiz is 33.63. Those who got below 33.63 did not perform well in the said examination, while those students who got scores above 33.63 performed well. Now, let's talk about the median. Malinaw ba ang mean?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's talk about the median. Pakibasa nga, Christine.
The middle value in a data set that is arranged in ascending order from the smallest value to the largest value.
Okay, I think we have to arrange the scores from the lowest to the highest. O kaya pwede namang highest to lowest. Pwede namang reverse. Okay, paki-continue. Mark?
If a data set contains an even number of values, the median of the data set is the mean of the two middle values.
Okay. Kapag even ang dami ng mga values, yung dalawang pinakagitna, kukuhanan natin ng average. Pero kung di naman even, yung pinakagitna at add ang dami ng mga values, kukunin natin yung pinakasentro. Okay? And the other term for the median, this is also actually the 50th percentile. Kung ano yung makukuha mo sa measure of position sa 50th percentile, yun din ang value ng ating median. Hindi pwedeng makaiba ng value ang dalawa. 50% lies below the median value and 50% lies above the median value. Median is what divides the score into two equal parts. So yan ang ating tinatawag na median. So let's proceed. Formulas for ungrouped data. If number of terms is odd, the median is actually the middle value when the data are arranged in order from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. If number of terms is even, hanapin lang natin yung dalawang sentro and then kuhanan natin ang average. So this is letter E, no? Median or X-bar, iba yung symbol ng median, ano? Medyo, yan, tingnan ninyo. Kanina yung mean, bar tayo. Sa median, ito yung symbol na ating ginamit. Okay? Medyo may kulot yung bar natin. I-pen ang ating ginamit na symbol. Median of ungrouped data. Arrange the scores from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. Determine the middlemost score in a distribution if n is an odd number. And get the average of the two number or two middlemost scores if n is an even number. How about the median of group data? The formula that we have to use is this one. Median is the lower boundary plus the bracket of the difference of n over 2 minus cumulative frequency. Okay? CFP all over FM and then the class interval. So ito naman yung ibig sabihin ng mga yan. No? LB, lower boundary of the median class. FM, the frequency of the median class. CL is the class interval and number of respondents. CFP, less than cumulative frequency. And this will be explained to you later. And then these are the steps in solving median for group data. Complete the table for less than cumulative frequency. Get the value of n over 2 of the scores in the distribution so that MC can be identified. Determine the values of LB, CFP, CL, and FM. And then dyan palang papasok yung solve the median using the formula dahil na-indicate na natin at naibigay na lahat ng mga requirement, lahat ng mga data na kakailanganin. Then, pwede nang gamitin yung formula. Substitution process na lang. Pwede nang isolve ang median. Kapag mga group data. Again, ungroup data, less than 30. Kapag ang dami na respondent mo, 30 or above, we use group data. Now, let us have sample problems. Okay, properties of the median muna pala tayo bago tayo mag-proceed sa mga alimbawa. For the properties of the median, it may not be an actual observation in the dataset. It can be applied in the ordinal level kasi nga may ranking. It is not affected by extreme values because median is a positional measure. Unlike yung mean, naaapektuhan yan ng mga outlier, ng mga bias na result. Samantalang dito, yung mga extreme values, hindi ganoon. Hindi makakaroon ng malaking epekto sa pagpili ng winner sa isang timpalak. Just like, for example, yung naibigay kong halimbawa kanina regarding about the beauty pageant. When to use median? The exact midpoint of the score distribution is desired. Pangalawa, there are extreme scores in the distribution. Diyan tayo ngayon nagde-decide na gamitin ng median para makapag-save ng integrity ng isang timpalak. Kung merong mga biased people or biased scores na ating makokolate or magagather. Example number 1 of ungrouped data. Find the median scores of 7 students in an algebra class. The scores of each student are 19, 17, 16, 10, 15, 2, and 5. What do you think is our median score? In this given problem. Ilan?
15 po.
15. So let us see kung tumama kayo. Sumagot is Christine and Mark.
Sir, hindi po ako yan.
Anong pangalan ng sumagot na lalaki? Yung babae si Christine. Ano?
Si Din po yun, saka si Abigail.
Dean and Abigail. So, sulat ko pangalan, no? Abigail and
Gail po.
Dean. Okay, dahil
Si
simple lang
Baby
yung
Gail
tanong.
po.
Baby Gail. Baby Gail at saka si Dean. So, ko yung pangalan. So, kung tama yung sagot nila, both of them will be given +5 sa kanilang quiz. So, ang bilang ng mga respondent, 7. So, ibig sabihin, add ang dami ng respondent natin. So, let us arrange their scores. So, nakita natin ang pinakagitna is 15. I think the right answer is 15. And that's the middle score. Ibig sabihin yan ang ating median. So, tama yung dalawa. Dean and Baby Girl, may +5 kayong pareho sa quiz natin sa susunod na quiz. So, di mo gusto idagdag sa simple interest o sa compound interest? O sa susunod na quiz? Sa susunod na lang. Okay. So, let's do it. Example number 2. Find the median scores of 8 students in a science class. The score of each student are the following: 10, 5, 2, 12, 16, 12, 7, 10, 5, 2, 17, 16, 15, 19, and 30. What do you think is our median score here? Aling median score natin? Ilan?
15.5. 15.5, sir.
15.5.
Sino yung mga nagsalita?
Din and James po.
Balagtas at saka si? Sino?
Din po, sir.
Din.
Saka Balagtas.
Okay, Balagtas and Din. So let us see kung tama kayo. Ano sagot nyo kasi? 15.5. So let us see. Solution? Ang dami ng respondent, 8. So even, ibig sabihin, kukuhanin natin yung dalawang gitna. Arrange muna natin. Ang dalawang gitna, we have 15 and 16. 15 plus 16 is 31. Divide by 2 is 15.5. I guess tama kayo. So again, yung dalawa, si Dean at saka si Balagtas, meron kayong parehong +5 uli sa susunod na quiz. So si Dean naka +10 na, Balagtas +5, Baby Girl is +5. So continue. Example number 3, we have the group data. Scores of 40 students in a microbiology class consisting of 60 items are listed below. The highest score is 54 and the lowest is 10. So, yun yung mga scores natin. Yun yung mga data natin. So, paano ba ang pagko-compute ng median gamit ang group data category natin? So, una, okay, yung formula natin, hindi nyo ba naisulat? Balikan natin. Sige. Ayan ang formula. Kopyahin ninyo. Okay. Paki-inform kapag nakopya na, no? Okay na? Nakopya na?
Yes po.
Okay, let's go back to the problem. Ginagawa nyo ba? Ginagawa ba ninyo? Kinakayanan ba? Alam ba ang gagawin?
Susubukan, sir.
Just give me your answer before I'll show you the result. Kapag may nakatapos, sabihan ako kagad para may pustro na natin yung ating discussion. So as of now, we are 14 in our class. Siguro may problem sa internet yung iba, kaya hindi naka-attend. Your final examination in our class is from the beginning and very comprehensive. Mag-expect na kayo ng minimum of 50 problems sa akin sa inyong final exam. O mas marami pa.
Sir, hindi po ba 30?
Ang sagot mo, 30. 30 ang sagot. Yan ang nakuha mo, Nak.
Hindi
Tama
po
ba?
ako sigurado, sir.
Pero 30 nakuha mo. Tama?
Opo.
Okay. So let us see kung tumama ka, Nak. So ito yung mga akbang na ating gagawin kapag nag-compute tayo ng median. So una, i-rewrite mo yung score sa first column. And then, i-rewrite mo yung frequency sa second column. I-total mo lahat ng frequency. We have a total of 40 sa baba. And then, ano ba yung FM? FM, ito yung may pinakamaraming frequency. Ito yung ating modal frequency. Can you follow? Modal frequency. At sa tapat ng ating modal frequency, makikita ninyo ang range na 35 and 39. Ang ating lower boundary, magle-less ka lang ng 0.5 sa 35. Then we can have our lower boundary. So class interval. If you will count from 25 to 29, you will have 5 counts. Tignan nyo ha. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So that will be our class interval. And this is our lower boundary. Now regarding about less than cumulative frequency, we start first with 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 plus 6 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. And then since hinahanap ang n over 2, ang n over 2 natin is simply 40 divided by 2 and that is equal to 20. Now, bakit ito ang CFP? Tandaan, okay, ganito yan, no? Kung saan ang modal class, modal frequency yan, yung yan, yung buong yan. Yung previous, before, nung number na naka-align sa modal frequency, yan ang ating cumulative, less than cumulative frequency na CFP, which is 17. Now, all of this will be used sa ating formula. Kumbaga, direct substitution na lang tayo. Makakalculate na natin ang ating median. Hopefully, tumama ka, anak. No? Sana nakakuha tayo ng 30.
Hindi po, malayo.
So, let us see kung ano yung result natin. So, the answer is 36.17. Tingnan nyo, hindi naman nawawala dito sa 35 to 39, ano? Okay? Nasa range ng score na 35 to 39. 36.17 is our median. So, yan ang ating tamang sagot. So, naintindihan ba kung paano nahanap ang ating median? Klaro ba?
Yes, sir.
Walang kahirap-hirap kasi naka-table. Arithmetic lang naman ang gagamitin natin dyan at saka yung formula. So, walang kahirap-hirap. So, the median is 36.17. Now, let's proceed to the next one. We have the mode. Pakibasa nga. Balagtas, yung una.
Define the most frequently occurring value in a dataset.
Okay, Baby Gail, pakibasa yung pangalawa.
In some cases, a dataset may contain multiple modes while some datasets may not have any mode at all.
Christine, yung pangatlo.
It is classified as unimodal, bimodal, trimodal, or multimodal.
Din, pangapat.
Unimodal is a distribution of score that consists of
Only one mode.
Kapag isa lang, unimodal lang. Huh? Pero pag dalawa, bimodal. Okay, trimodal kapag tatlo. Multimodal kapag, okay, may nilagay dito na unimodal is that consists of only one mode. Okay, isa lang yung mode. Ibig sabihin, yun yung pinakamarami na walang maraming mode. Okay, multimodal is a distribution of scores that consists of more than two modes. Trimodal is also known as multimodal. Paring 4 yung mode, 5, 6, depende. Siguro masyadong marami yung mga data. Sino pa ba yung mga nandiyan dyan? Ira, pakibasa nga to. Ano ba yung modal formula natin?
Modal form.
For group
Mode
data?
X equals to most common value.
Okay, so yun ang mode natin. Yung frequent, yung lagi. Yung pinakamarami na laging lumilitaw. Mode X, most common value. For the ungroup data, ibig sabihin, again, less than 30 yung respondent, pwede mong gamitin yung most common value lang. Kapag naman modal formula, ang group data natin will be this one. Lower boundary is equal to D1 over D1 plus D2 to be multiplied by the class interval. So, yan ang ating formula na gagamitin. Okay? So, yan ang mga formula natin. And let's proceed. Pakibasa nga. Si pa ba yung nandyan? Jaen, pakibasa nga yung mga ibig sabihin ng mga variables.
LB is lower class boundary.
Okay.
MC is modal class. CL, size of class interval. D1, difference between the frequency of modal class and the frequency above it, when the scores are arranged from lowest to highest. D2, difference between the frequency of modal class and the frequency below it, when the scores are arranged from lowest to highest.
Okay. So yung D1, difference daw between the modal class, frequency of modal class, and the frequency above it. Ibig sabihin yung nasa taas. Okay, yung nasa baba naman ito, para mahanap naman natin ang ating D sub 2. So let us see. Okay, tandaan niyo may ipapakompute ako sa inyo later on. Dapat mabilis kayo. Difference between the frequency of modal class and the frequency above it. So, ibig sabihin, FM minus yung frequency na nagpe-precede bago siya. Okay, yung below naman at saka yung FM, yun naman ang D2 kapag naanap natin yung difference. Last interval, alam na ninyo kung paano hanapin at saka yung lower boundary. Yung lower class boundary natin, magle-less lang tayo ng 0.5 doon sa center ng ating modal frequency. Okay, let's proceed. So, properties of mode. It can be used when the data are qualitative as well as quantitative. It may not be unique. It is affected by extreme values. Okay, it may not exist. Okay, and that's it.